All right. Next training here. Talking about your daily tasks. Like, what do I actually do every day as a coach? And social media 101 kind of smushed together here. There's a lot you can learn about social media, but right now we're just focusing on getting you consistent with posting every day. Because I know for a lot of new coaches, you aren't even posting every single day. Now you're going to, right? I don't know why I just did that. So, first thing I want to talk about, you might want to get out pen and paper for this if you can. There's a to-do list that Beachbody Corporate has actually put together for us. If you do this to-do list every single day, every single day. Some people take weekends off, but every single day, a year, 2 years from now, you could have a six-figure business, and I am not shitting you. So if that's something that motivates you, now you know, right? So this is called, and write this down, Success Club System or Daily Business Activity Tracker. You might hear me refer to it as Success Club Tracker, but anything, the word tracker after it, right? If you go into our team page, it is in the files section. Print it off for yourself and commit to doing it every single day. Just a brief overview. It goes on a weekly basis, so you write down the date, the starting date of that week, and then it has you write down like your target, your goal for the week, so you can kind of have that as you're sitting down every single day, like what am I focusing on this week? And it's there for you. And it tells you exactly what to do every single day to build a business, to hit Success Club. And we have 4 vital behaviors in the coaching world. Be proof the products work, invite, make relationships with people, get people results, I'm drinking Energized, / recognition, and then number 4, personal development. So without getting too into detail on all of them, be proof the products work. We covered this in the last training video, but you're committed to a Beachbody program and you're drinking your shake. Yeah? Cool. Number 2, connect / invite. This is the bread and butter of getting people to join you. You guys, like if you aren't talking to humans and having actual conversations with people, you won't get people to join you. Like that's the reality of this. Think about it. I love this analogy. When you're a freshman in college, if you post on Facebook, hey y'all, I'm having a party tonight. Here's the address, BYOB. You're a freshman. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody's going to come, right? If you send out personal text messages, hey girl, party tonight, BYOB, you want to come? You're more likely to get a response to get people to show up. And it might just be 1 or 2, 3 or 5, because you're a freshman, you're new, you're building your reputation. But if you start to have those parties every week, every month, by your senior year, people just know that you're having these parties. So they're just showing up. You don't have to send those personal texts anymore. You put out that post and boom, people are there because they see the reputation you've built. They see how consistent you are. They see how fun your parties have been, right? So that's what you've got to see this business as you're a new coach, you're a freshman. So you can post all day long on Instagram. Here's my transformation. This is how I feel. Join me, join me. People aren't going to join you right away unless you personally reach out to them. But as you start to build momentum, you build traction, you get trust and loyalty, and people get trust and loyalty in you, and they see what you're all about, which can take months, even years, depending on how consistent you are. That's why consistency is key. If you stop showing up, people are automatically like, oh, nope, I'm done with her. Got to show up. Then eventually you're that senior in college and people will just be coming to you like, girl, I see your transformation. Can you help me? So keeping that in mind, but first thing on here is initiate connections and add followers. Basically grow your Instagram following. And to keep this straightforward, I go to one of like my favorite Instagram accounts to follow that is not related to Beachbody and not even related to health and fitness. For me, I'm big on country music. That's a big thing that I share on my Instagram already. But going to, say I pick one of my favorite country artists, I go to their Instagram page, I click on their most recent post, click on the likes on that post, because it'll say like 500 likes, click on that 500 and it'll show you all the people that liked it. I just scroll through and basically look for females that look my age that I feel like I could be friends with. Go to their profile. If it's private, I follow them. If it's public, I will like some of their stuff. If there's something that like draws my attention and I can comment on it, like, oh my God, I love her shoes, I'm going to comment on it. I'm like, girl, I love your shoes. Where'd you get them? You're just making friends. And on this sheet, it tells you to do that for 20 minutes a day. It tells you times for all these tasks. If right off the bat, you're like, I can't commit that much time, don't not do it at all. Cut the time in half. Do 10 minutes instead of 20, 5 minutes. Something is better than nothing. That's what I will tell you every single day. So you're doing that. And then some of those people are going to follow you back. Some aren't. That's just the reality of it. But the more that you can engage with people, the more you will get engagement back. So there's your biggest thing. We call that the 5-3-1 method. When you get to someone's page, you give them 5 likes, 3 comments, and 1 follow. I don't always do 5 and 3. To me, that's excessive. I might do like 3 likes and 1 comment. But if you ever hear us talk about 5-3-1, that's it. So go to a profile that you already like. You know, if you like watching The Bachelor, go to The Bachelor's profile or whatever. I don't know. I don't watch the show. Go to his most recent post. Go to his likes. Follow girls that you look like you could be friends with. Talks about making a social media post every single day. I will touch on that here in a second. Responding to all new likes and comments. So if people are commenting on your post, make sure you comment back, even if it looks like a robot, because Instagram, you know, there's like fake accounts out there. At least just give like a smiley face reply, because the more comments you get on your post, the more it's going to be put out there. Inviting people. This is, again, you're a freshman. You have to send out your invites. And when I go to send out invites, I play music to make it fun. Sometimes I drink more energized because I need to just like feel good about what I'm doing. And on the tracker, it says at least 5 invites per day. I say 10. Level up. Why not? It's just going to get you to your goal faster. And here's what I do. I go, let me not get it super into that yet, actually. But you're inviting people to your next challenge group. It also says follow up with people. So that's like if you've invited someone in the past and they're like, yeah, now's not a good time. Let's go with next month. You know, the people that you're inviting, you're going to write their names down so that you don't forget about them. So let me make sure I'm not getting squirrel brain here. I got to read through my notes. Talking about invites as a new coach, like who are you going to invite right now? Make a list. Get out pen and paper. You don't have to do this right now. Notebook, paper, and a pen. And write down all the people that you know. Like, do you work somewhere? You know, do you have cousins, aunts, uncles, your mom and dad, siblings, anybody that would benefit from this? I will admit that I didn't invite any of my personal family when I first started because none of them are into this. Yeah, I just don't. And so at least do that. If you have coworkers, if you are still connected with, you know, any of your Facebook friends, like if they're friends from college, that type of stuff. But the biggest place that I focus on is Instagram. Instagram is so much better than Facebook. The people there are just more positive and supportive, I find. And so again, with this pen and paper, go through your followers list, like who is already following you, write them down, and you're going to send them an invite. And my invites are so straight to the point. I don't like, hey girl, how's your dog? How's your kids? I haven't talked to you since college. What have you been up to? I don't like that. So I'm not going to send an invite like that. I just say, you know, hey girl, you may have seen that I'm running my first challenge group next month. Just looking for more females that want to work on health and fitness goals with me. Is it anything you want to look into? Straight to the point. That's not salesy. It's not. It's literally just inviting somebody to do something with you. And I like to get into mentality that, you know, when drunk girls go into a bathroom, they're like, oh my God, I love you. Like, whatever. That's kind of annoying. That voice is annoying. But that's how I am in my invites. Like, I'm just like that hyped and that confident in myself. Like, I'm not like, I don't know if you'd want to do this with me. You don't really have to. I get it if you don't want to. I'm like, girl, I'm running this challenge group and I'm so friggin' excited. Like, do you want to do this with me or no? And to give you this right now, a lot of people are going to say no and they're going to ignore you. Get used to it. They say for every like 10 to 15 people that you invite, you get 1 yes. especially as a new coach, it might be hard because people are, they don't know what you're about yet. And they're like, wait, what is she talking about? So now they're going to creep you, and they might watch you for weeks, months, even a year before they're finally like, okay, yeah, I trust you and what you're doing and I'm ready to try. But here I am with my squirrel brain. Before you get into sending those invites, do a coach announcement post. Okay. So write this on your to-do list, your pen and paper you got right now, put a star next to it, coach announcement post. And the biggest thing is you just want to share why you started coaching. I'll get to this in a second. Gosh. The best kind of photo to have is a transformation photo. If you have a face-to-face picture, if you've lost weight, if you've gained weight, if you have, say you just did Transform 20 and you've got awesome results from that, having side by side. So that's why pictures are so important. But if you don't have a transformation, that's okay. Just pick a photo that you look and feel really happy and confident in, and use that. And this is going to be posted on your Instagram feed and your Facebook page. And you're just sharing your story. And I want you, as you're making the caption for this, start with a pain point. Like, what were you struggling with before? How did Beachbody fix it? And what do you have to offer? So I remember my coach announcement post was, I'd went through a breakup. I was really down on myself. I'd been trying to lose weight on my own, and it just was not working. Like I didn't know what to do, therefore wasn't getting results, so I wouldn't stick with it. Insert, found a stranger on Facebook that had a 21-day transformation. I was inspired. I reached out to her, signed up. The community was so helpful. That is what I'd been lacking. Now I want to pay it forward, and I'm running a group. So think of that as you create the caption for it. Share it with me or your upline before you go and post it, just to kind of get, a little review on it before you post it. And then after you've made that coach announcement post, that's when you can start sending those invites. Hey girl, not sure if you saw my post, but I'm running my first challenge group starting May 2nd. Do you want to look into doing this with me? There you go. And as you are inviting people, you write those names down so that when they do tell you no, when they do ignore you, you're going to follow up with them next month. Okay. So there's that. Sorry, I'm reading my checklist over here. Send out invites, like I said, to people that are already following you, people that liked your coach announcement post, send them an invite. And on Instagram, if you're already posting on Instagram stories, that is fabulous, because you're really going to want to reach out to the people that are viewing your story. If you don't know how to see who's doing that, go into Instagram, tap on your own story, swipe up from the bottom, and it'll show you who views your story. So there's that. That's where you're going to start right now. Make that announcement post and invite people that are following you, liking you, friends and family in real life. Also, added tip here, don't name drop. I never, even in my coach announcement post, I'm not like, I'm a Beachbody coach. I love Shakeology. I love Lift 4 and Transform 20. If you've already been doing that, that's okay. Live and learn. Just don't do it anymore. Try and use more generic terms. The 6-week program I just finished, the weightlifting program that I just started, my superfood shake, my veggie shake. Just call it coaching in general. So then also don't put in your Instagram bio, don't put Beachbody coach, or don't put the link to your Beachbody website. Don't put any of that in there. If you need to go take it out now, that's okay. So with that being said, in terms of inviting people on Instagram, you've got to be putting out content every single day, right? So posting on your Instagram feed and on your stories. And keep in mind, you are not just Beachbody. I don't want you to all of a sudden only be posting health and fitness, because you're wanting to attract people that are not already into health and fitness, right? Because you want to help them get into it. If you're only posting about health and fitness, they're not going to have anything to relate to you on. They're going to be like, good for her. I don't work out. I don't eat healthy. I don't want to follow her, right? So with your pen and paper, you're going to write down 5 things that make you you. And I'll give you my examples. It's the really easy ones to think of right off the bat is are you married, kids, single, dating, fiance, engaged, whatever. So like my season of life right now is I'm single. And then, do you have another job outside of this? So for me, I travel with my dad's band. I detail cars. I waitress sometimes, teach tumbling. I know that's like a lot, but, what's something else you do with that? And then just other like interests and passions of yours. And so for me, like I already mentioned, country music. I'm also big on like fashion. I share a lot of Western inspired clothes because that's big for me. Maybe you are big on your faith. Maybe you love baking. Maybe you take art classes. Maybe you're in college. Maybe you have a dog. Just anything that makes you you. It doesn't have to be something like crazy interesting. Just what are the things that make up you as a person? And those 5 things need to be implemented into your social media on a regular basis. So let's talk about Instagram stories really quick. Jot these down. The things that you want to post on your stories every single day, sorry, I'm checking my notes, is a workout clip. And by clip, I mean video. Yes, you working out. Humans want to see other humans working out, as weird as that is. But a workout clip, maybe you're going to add music to it. You'll type a little inspirational quote at the bottom, or just, I don't know, you'll figure out like what you like to share on your stories, but at least a workout clip. And again, not saying like day 1 of lift 4, just be like day 1 of my new program. Day 1, here's my new favorite move. I don't know. Just keep it simple as you get started right now. Okay. Workout clip, a healthy food / tip. Maybe you're out to eat and you made a good choice. Take a picture of that. Maybe you're meal prepping today. Share a meal prep tip that makes it easy for you, or share a new recipe that you're going to try. Something with food, another part of your daily life. So like I talked about, what is your other job? Do you have kids, or, you dealing with other stuff like that? Just something else in your regular life that doesn't have to do with coaching. With your, I talked about sharing your workout and your healthy food choice. Try and get specific on your stance on health and fitness too. It might be something specific like you're vegan, so you can share about that. But like for me, mine is just dealing with emotional eating. Like that's something that I talk about a lot. If you're not an emotional eater, you're not going to talk about that. Maybe you get bored with healthy foods, so your big focus is finding creative recipes. Or maybe you're a mom of 4 kids, so you have to figure out how to cook food that works for you that also your kids are going to eat. And with your fitness, again, we're all going to have different stances on that. For me, I say you work out every day because your body needs it. And I love weights and I love hard workouts. Other people are going to be like, I'm more of a yogi. I like to take care of my body. Like you got to figure out kind of what your stance is on that. Don't like overthink it. Just think about what you enjoy, what makes you feel good. And then also in your stories, like another part of your personality, and this needs to come from talking on your Instagram stories. If you've never talked on your stories, you're going to do it now. Start with something easy, like again, sharing your meal prep. Hey, I just went grocery shopping. Here's what I got. Fruits, veggies, blah, blah, blah. You're talking, woo, you're adding that confidence into your bucket, right? And eventually you'll love to talk on stories like I do. But what I mean by sharing part of your personality is, are you, like for me, I'm very like inappropriate, sarcastic. I just share parts of that. If you see certain quotes or memes or funny pictures or religious pictures, just things that relate to you, share that too. Anything coach or personal development related. If you're reading a personal development book, maybe you take a picture of a quote in the book that stood out to you, or maybe you talk and say like, I was just reading this book and I have to share this with you, and like read a line from it that really resonated with you. As you're watching these training videos, get out your Instagram stories and like do a boomerang and be like, can't wait to learn more about coaching. Just something that's going to get people to be like, what is she doing? If you go to a live event or you buy your ticket for the next live event, like post that on there and talk about how excited you are. So that's your stories, workout clip, healthy food, daily life, your personality, all that good stuff, right? And then you need to be posting once a day on your actual Instagram feed. So like your Instagram page where your pictures are there, right? And if you're like, I don't know what I'm going to post about every single day, Because again, we don't want to do just health and fitness. Take those 5 things that you wrote down that make you you, spread those out, one on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and post about one thing each day. So again, if you're a dog mom, maybe Monday you post something about your dog. And then on Tuesday, you post about what you did to overcome emotional eating. And then Wednesday, you post about, I don't know, again, for me, something with like Western fashion. Maybe I got a new outfit. I don't know. Okay. Don't overthink it. You are not just Beachbody. I want you to think like, if you weren't a coach, what were you posting about on Instagram before? Keep sharing those things if they're still of interest to you. When you're taking your pictures for your Instagram feed, you don't have to be a professional photographer, but I will just suggest that you have good lighting, get in front of a window, get outside. Don't be afraid to ask people to take pictures for you. I had to get over that. I was like, oh my God, I feel so stupid. But now I'm like, Dad, take my picture, pose. Or prop up your phone, use self-timer. Do that. And in the caption, have something of value. And what do I mean by value? I always think you're either educating them on something / changing their mind on something. Like, don't be an ass, but just educate them. If you learned something, share that. And that can come from, you learned it from your personal development or from your workout plan. If the trainer said something and you're like, oh, I didn't know that. Share something of inspiration. Again, can come from personal development or your workout. Something that's going to make them laugh or something that's going to make them smile. Putting that. So not just, yay, I worked out today. People aren't going to care. Your mom might care. But just adding something in there, okay? And be real about that. So like if you had a really bad workout, talk about it. But end it with something positive. How did you work through it? How did you overcome it? What are you going to do tomorrow to get better? Use those 5 things, like I said. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This is where you're going to start, okay? You make your coach announcement post. You're inviting people. You're writing the names down of the people that you invite so you can follow up with them. You're not being just Beachbody. You're being you. When I think about what I'm posting on my Instagram, I'm like, would I want to follow me? So don't feel like you need to have it all figured out right now. You need to be this professional Instagrammer, Instagram model. No, just show up. Consistency over time. And if you're, worried about like, I don't have enough followers, my pictures don't look good enough. People relate to imperfections more than they do like the Instagram models because you are more relatable. Yeah. So always keep that in mind.